And now we are ending the day off with Beautiful. Beautiful. And this today is going to be pretty hard to top. That's what I'm going to say. So let's see if we end off on that high note here. I think we probably will. What do you think? Okay, let's check it out.
미쳐버릴 것 같아 대체 뭐야 반해버린 것 같아 하루 종일 머릿속에 맴맴 돌아버려 무릎 펴가 매매어 가시도 친구를 알면서도 갖고 싶어 Bad boys
가시 줄긴 아름다운 장미가 피는 법 진짜 빨간 꽃말은 널 사랑한다는 거 온몸에 피가 나도 널 안고 싶어 Cause I think about you every day 이미 중독인 걸 말해 뭐해
날 만지면 온몸이 반응해 네가 있어야 살 수 있어 Every day, every night I can feel you 너무 아름다워 너를 뗄 수가 없어 Oh no 꽃이 핀 가시같이 찔릴 것 같아 널 갖고 싶어 So beautiful So beautiful 너무 예뻐 슬프도록 아름다워 to handle
Two finger thumbs up 감탄사를 던져 맨정신을 벗겨 미쳐 돌아버릴 것 같아 네 향기 맡으면
퍼져 또 커져 중독돼버렸어 찔려버렸어 hard 사랑과 아픔 그 단어 사이 조심히 하지마 난 몰래 눈짓하는 거 하지마 날 보며 살짝 웃는 거내 머리 말해 너무 가슴이 말해 oh yes 미칠 것 같으니까 I don't know 싹 다 날 만지면 온몸이 반응해 네가 있어야 살 수 있어 Every day, every night I can feel you 너무 아름다워 너를 뗄 수가 없어 Oh no 꽃이 핀 가시같이 찔릴 것 같아 널 갖고 싶어 So beautiful So beautiful 너무 예뻐 슬프도록 아름다워 So beautiful to handle 나도 알아 절대 가질 수 없는 걸 바라보기만 할 때 더 아름답단 걸널 지켜줄게 더 예쁘게 피어줘 다쳐도 좋아 난 괜찮아 Cause you're my one and only beauty 아름다워 너를 뗄 수가 없어 Oh no 꽃이 핀 가시같이 찔릴 것 같아 널 갖고 싶어 So beautiful So beautiful 너무 예뻐 슬프도록 아름다워 So beautiful to handle
Weird. Okay, so in a lot of senses, this song is kind of their antithesis to a lot of the other songs that we've heard, where we hear a lot of dramatic stuff, but then it gets really dramatic in the chorus. This one was like, all of it was dramatic until you got to the chorus, and it had this nice weave of just kind of really pretty singing, and that's pretty cool. In a sense, this is, like I said, it kind of feels like they're the antithesis to their other music, and I think that the foremost thing about writing music in general almost always is that you have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to do different stuff, and obviously we've seen that with a lot of groups. We've seen it with Monsta X as well, and let me tell you, it's one thing to do something different, but it's another thing to do completely opposite from what you have done in the past. And the funny thing is, though, is they didn't really change genres. They didn't really change anything that they do. it just feels very different and feels very much like the opposite of what they've done. And I like the fact, because I feel like that they've really done this whole thing where they've reverse engineered their music, and that's cool. Like right here, I was expecting a drop. I was expecting the big drop like we were hearing from the other songs earlier today.
Every night I can feel you.
Instead, there's a more softness to it, right? It feels incredibly more, I would even say there's even some emotion in, well, I wouldn't say some emotion. There's emotion in this, and I think that that's it's a very fine line to walk, and I feel like that they've been able to walk really a lot of fine lines since we started, and we're only in this 3 days, and it's just been like, holy cow. They are trapeziists, where they just only are walking that tightrope, and the interesting thing is like one wrong move and you fall, and they are nailing it, right? It's just such a perfect line to actually be walking here, but they do it so well. I think we need to talk about also their music videos. They have some actually really striking music videos. This one definitely is no different, and definitely is not being left out in this conversation. There's so much that's happening in this music video, but not in an overly complicated sense. I just feel like that there's so much just different thought processes here. Like, you start off and it's just the dance floor, right? Black and white. Then it moves over, and then what do we got? Yellow, pink, and blue with white. And then after we move forward, we move into a purple, but there's like kind of some other dark colors here, silver. And then we move to this green and gold, and like obviously this green is kind of close to like a green beige in a sense. You know, then we get some more dramatic greens right here, and then right here black and white, silver. And they themselves are even kind of have their own little thing, right? You got blue, you got kind of like almost like a sea emerald, and then obviously right here we got a little bit more of a water feel, and then we got white and black and gray and black, and then right here it looks like we got a kind of a blue shirt. And the interesting thing is that every single time we get into a new spot, there's kind of a new color palette. Like, boom, here we are definitely green and blue, very interesting. Then right here, you got obviously black and white and gold. And like this, even this like shot up of his face right here, like definitely more fair skinned with like the blue in the back, almost an aquamarine. Right here, you got some reds and almost like a brown color and black and white. And this is the kind of stuff, like, look at this right here. We go from their typical color to pastels and like deep purples and pinks. Then we move to black and white. And then we move to kind of more of the intense purple and pink. Then we move to kind of more of a red with blue. And I find it so crazy that just throughout all of this, they're just doing this just to tell a story. And the thing is, again, this is something that I don't think I've ever really noticed up until about, I would say, somewhere between 6 to 8 months ago. And their music videos, like, look at the dramaticism, look at the shots, the symbolisms behind it all. It's really interesting. And I love it because there's like parts where it needs to be aggressive and parts where it needs to be soft. And they obviously, and I say this a lot, but when it comes to like the rap section of things, usually that's the grounding, that's the grounder. The two plugs are for the electricity, and then they have the grounder. That's how a lot of times they use rap in K-pop. And to me, I think it's the most effective way that I've seen rap done. And I think it's because it forces them to not be like too hot. Not like physically speaking, they're all hot. But like mentally and egotistically wise. It kind of keeps them grounded as well. So I don't know. I really like this chorus too. The just sudden, you go from this, and it's interesting because, again, they use the singing part to do this. And I find it interesting because they're sitting there this whole time creating a ton of tension through the percussions that come in, through the choreography, through the even the rap line coming up and just having like faster verses and faster and faster and faster. And suddenly, out of nowhere, what we get is these moments of just, they're drawing out the voices just a little bit here and there and adding in these like little things here and there, and it's so cool. I really, really appreciate how they have the patience to write a song like this. I haven't been able to say this for a long time, so I can say it now, and I'm so excited. It's the appropriate escalation of a song. That's exactly it. So, anyway, let me know what y'all think about this song, and we'll discuss this down in the comments below. Thank you, and goodbye.